Hi guys, this is Carol. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on a gift that I purchased during my 30th birthday trip to Venice last November. And I'm talking about the Louis Vuitton Montsouris PM Backpack. This one is in the monogrammed canvas. So one of my favorite things about traveling to Europe is how much you can save in purchasing luxury goods. And I've talked about this on my channel before, but I was so excited after it was all said and done to learn how much I had saved in purchasing this backpack. So here in the US, it retails for $2,710 before taxes, but I ended up paying a total of $1,834 give and take for the same exact bag. So that's nearly $900 of savings. So it was just mind-blowing to me how much cheaper it is just purchasing luxury items outside of the US. We also ended up buying some Ray-Ban sunglasses and there were some savings there too. But this video is about this beauty over here and I had been wanting her for a while. So I'm very excited to share her with you. As I mentioned, this is in the PM size. It does come in a smaller version. It's called a BB. And I did take a look at it in the store. However, I felt that it was just very small and it wouldn't have been able to fit as many things as this one, which I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit. But I just felt that for the price difference, which was also very small, I figured I'd go with the larger size, especially since I enjoy using backpacks when I travel. And I figured, why not? It felt good, it looked good, and all in all, it just felt right. So this does come in a smaller version if you're interested, but again, this one is the PM. Jumping into what the bag looks like. On the outside, we have quite a few things going on. So starting with the front, we have here the opening latch. So even though there is a little belt over here in the front, it's mostly for decoration. You really don't need to do anything with that because the closure is magnetic. So over here, there is a magnetic closure that it has a little button over here with the opening on the side. And once you open it, you can expand the top just by pulling on it. So it is a drawstring backpack. And these are the strings right here in the front. And again, you can make it as tight or as loose as you want. That's how you kind of secure the backpack. And it does kind of, it's not like a lock that if you make it super tight, it can't be opened. But I want to say this is like a double closure method where you have the drawstrings and you also have the magnetic closure here. So it's extra secure. So the sides are not necessarily open. I don't particularly feel like there's a danger of someone putting their hand in there and taking something out. And the closure, it is magnetic, but I'm holding from the top here and shaking it. Granted, it is empty, but I think it's a pretty sturdy magnet and you really have to kind of pull it out or pull it away so that it comes out like that. In the front also, we have this, not a keychain, but it's this detail that honestly I'm not crazy about. And I have not worn this bag yet, but I've considered just taking it out and it's just been here since I bought it. I haven't really touched it, but I just feel like, I don't know, it feels kind of quirky, like that cork material. And it's nothing necessarily special, but I think it takes it away from the bag a little bit. Like if I just remove this for a second, doesn't it look better without it? I don't know. I think it just distracts me a little bit with this, and especially since it's nothing special. I don't know. I could do without, honestly. And I did consider purchasing one of those cute little charms to hang on it. And I was very surprised at how expensive those things were. Like we're talking about like $300, $400 for just a little gold plated thingy that dangles here. So I passed on that. But in the front, we also have the zippered compartment over here. And the zippered, it's like hooded, so you can't see the zipper other than the little thingy over here, but you can open it up, and this is kind of what it looks like. It's a pretty big pocket, I want to say, given the size of the bag, and it's quite deep, so you could potentially put your phone in here. There's just definitely some room for you to play around with what you want to put in here. I have this old iPhone over here, which is the same size as the latest iPhone Pro, and let's see if it fits. It does. So this confirms that the front pocket can be used to hold your phone if it's really as big as this, which is pretty big. It goes in just like so. And there's still some room in there if you wanted to put something. So this is kind of handy if you do want a place to put your phone that's not necessarily inside the bag. The zipper, I guess, again, I haven't really worn this to be able to say from a wearability perspective, but just kind of playing around with putting things inside this bag. This zipper hood over here is a little bit annoying, but I understand why it's there. It's to give the bag that cleaner look, which I actually do appreciate, so I don't mind it. But it can be, I guess, a little annoying just as you open and close, you know, and take things out of it. So in essence, this is the front. We talked a little bit about the side. So there is a little bit of a opening that you can see across the bag, like, you know, right here, but that's fine. Let me just do a quick close-up of the stitching on the side to show you how I think this bag is really well constructed over here. You don't really see the seams. It's just like, I don't know if it's folded onto itself, but it just feels and looks like very sturdy and well made. All throughout, I think you don't see any seams, or it doesn't look like things are glued on or anything like that, except maybe the top. The lining inside is, I guess, glued on to the canvas on the outside, but even that I think is done well. In the back, we have this handle, which is padded, so it's thick. And then we have the actual backpack straps, which can be adjusted. And this is how you regulate it. There's like 2 tabs over here to keep the straps nice and close together so they're not flapping everywhere. And it seems like there's 5 sizing options to make it a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. So right now it's in the second from the top hook over here, and I'll show you what it looks like on. So I think it's a pretty good fit on my back. And if I wanted to, like I said, I could make it longer or shorter. So I think from a sizing option perspective, it's pretty good and I think accommodating to different heights. So I very much appreciate that. Straps aside, there's nothing else in the back. So no additional pockets, no anything like that, which isn't a shortcoming, but just giving you guys a look at what the bag looks like. Going inside the bag, we have here the smooth material, and the whole bag is lined like so. So if I open the bag, it's very, very roomy. So that is what it looks like inside. And there is a pocket here in the back that is also quite roomy as well. And let's see, you can probably keep your phone in the back if you want it. So it fits a phone just fine. Next, I'm gonna show you guys what fits inside this backpack. I have here a couple of different things just to give you an idea. Starting with my pouch. I've had this LV pouch for a long time. I'm gonna just drop it in there. I recently bought also a new wallet. So as you may remember from my other videos, I have always had this long wallet. So I do have both here to just show you depending on the wallet you have. But I bought the smaller one, and I'll do a separate video on this as well. But that can go in there. I have my Ray-Ban sunglass case, and that's what it's looking like. I have here my iPad mini, so I'll put that in the back. Still plenty of space. A water bottle. It's getting heavy, but no concerns whatsoever with it not fitting things. I even have an umbrella. So let's see if that fits as well. The umbrella doesn't go all the way in. It sticks out a little bit, but fits. And it looks maybe a little funky, like a little distorted, but perhaps you have a smaller umbrella than this. This is just what it looks like if you did have to cram it in there. No concerns whatsoever about stretching the bag. It just looks odd, but the material is actually really, really good. Like, it feels like a sturdy backpack, which I really, really like. And it makes me be not very afraid of putting things in there and taking it with me to trips and maybe putting it on the floor, you know, kind of abusing it a little bit because of how well built it is. I'm actually really, really impressed. Or actually, if you just lay it down maybe diagonally a little bit, let's see. Okay, perfect. So actually, I lied, it does fit. And it fits pretty comfortably. Even though I turned it a little bit sideways, it's on a diagonal kind of location, it still very much fits perfectly. The bag closes nicely, and all in all, it looks like it has the right amount of stuff in there. And I could actually put some more if I wanted to, but then it gets to a point where it gets a little bit cramped, which I think is totally fine if you do need to put more things in there. But you also may want to consider how heavy it will be. But the construction, as I mentioned, is pretty tough and pretty good. So I wouldn't be concerned about tearing from the weight, just because of, you know, how the straps are, I guess, glued or sewn in. They may be actually sewn in, but no concerns about the weight, mostly for your back. And again, I could put more things in there, but this is actually way more than I would normally take. So I would stop here for myself personally. Now let me show you guys how it looks like on with all the stuff. So it sits a little bit like below my butt, kind of. It's a really nice position. And it doesn't really feel heavy, I guess. Let's do the magnet test. I don't think it's gonna work, but I could feel like it was really trying hard to hold on, but I kind of knew the bag is actually pretty heavy. So I had a sense it wasn't gonna hold up, and I don't expect it to. It was more to give you a perspective of how it's a very sturdy magnet. So even though it doesn't really hold its weight, oh, actually, do you guys see that? It actually held itself for a little bit, like, I don't know. I think it was more because I was holding. So if I hold it a little bit on the top, it holds it like so. It's just if I hold it over here, then it opens. But that's all good. My point is that it's just a sturdy magnet, okay? Like, it's not gonna just open up on you, and people won't be able to put their hand in here. So it's a pretty safe backpack, even though it may look, you know, like it's not. But that's all from me today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye.